Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're on the battle for Azeroth Alpha. Gonna be playing Unholy DK, doing one of the newer dungeons and touching on a few different subjects I need to talk about for Alpha, such as the characters getting wiped, transmogs, things like that, gone off the Alpha. Other things going on is we finally gotten news from the devs themselves in a blue post stating that there are guaranteed changes coming to Unholy and Frost, and currently we have no idea what those are. So I want to know down in the comments below what you guys want to change with Frost and Unholy. I really want you to dig a little bit. I want you to get the feeling of what you feel like you need. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump in this video and do some Unholy DK DPS.
It's who we are, it's what we do, we've come so far, and now we pay the price, so don't even cry. The world is breaking down, and I cannot leave the ground.
Looks like we got Temple of Sethraliss going on the Unholy DK here. Going to be busting out some Unholy Cleave Deeps. And we do have a little bit of something to talk about while we're in this dungeon. We're going to be talking about DK's Frost and Unholy coming up within the next couple beta/alpha patches, along with another class such as a Prot Warrior. Now, what the devs have stated in a blue post on the forums was that there are going to be changes coming to Frost DKs and coming to Unholy DKs in some of the nearest patches, which I'm excited to hear, because for a little bit I was getting kind of worried that it was going to completely stay the same, and we weren't going to get anything new. We weren't going to get any new spells, we weren't going to get any new mechanical stability, we weren't really going to get much of anything, and that kind of had me worried a bit, just because, I mean, it does okay, but it's not great, and comparable to some of the things that the other classes have received, and of course the CC that they've taken away, had me kind of worried about the end game. Really, everything was so spread out here. It was so hard to deal some DPS. Really kind of had me worried with the way some of the things were setting up, because I mean, even though that Frost DKs and Unholy DKs had some okay damage in comparison to other classes, as soon as stats started scaling, and the amount of stuff that we lost mechanically really would have put us in an odd state. It wouldn't have been very great for us as the classes as a whole, especially when it came to PvE DPS. And of course, with the global cooldown mechanical change, the DPS was also going to be pushed down even further. So with those few things said, I mean, we really had something we needed to worry about. It was very apparent to me and a lot of the other people within the Frost DK / Unholy DK community that something needed to happen, something needed to change. And I'm glad to see that they decided also that they were going to have more things that were going to change fairly soon with Unholy and Frost DKs. So of course I'll keep you guys updated on that. Now I want to know down in the comments below whether or not you guys were worried. Were you worried? Were you freaking out a little bit, thinking Unholy and Frost DKs were going to stay the way they were in early alpha? Or are you looking towards this this beta situation that we got going on now? Yes, the alpha has actually turned into the beta finally. I'm pretty sure it's a closed beta. I'm fairly sure the open beta will come out further on down the line. Not exactly sure how long. We'll give it a month or two maybe, and once they have like PvP and everything going on within the game, they'll probably start inviting a lot more people. So I'm excited for that. I really do want to make a lot more PvP content, but because of the amount of people on here, and just you won't get in queues. Maybe a scrim if you wait a couple hours, but that's really what you'll currently get as far as PvP goes. So what kind of changes will we be looking for? They said minor changes, so I don't know if that's going to be like a couple talents, or if it's going to be, you know, some slight changes mechanically. I could see some larger changes being made to Frost DK and Unholy DK in terms of mechanical stability, maybe talents being moved around, and of course buffing and things like that. Now I do want to talk about something, some stuff I was reading recently about the state of DK, the state of Unholy DK, the state of Frost DK, and I was really confused by a lot of it, since a lot of the problems that a lot of people seem to have were really damage wise. Now I can see the lack of abilities, especially since they've taken or they've taken a few away from us heading into Battle for Azeroth, of course. And I don't know, I feel like the nitpicking on just straight damaging mechanical abilities is a fairly easy fix regardless, but overall it kind of puts people in this state of mind that their class is going to suck compared to a lot of other classes, just for the simple fact that they've lost all these damage mechanics, which in reality, as you can see from my current damage through this dungeon, even on Unholy DK, I'm doing fairly well. Like, my overall damage each fight is fairly strong. I'll go ahead and click overall damage. We're definitely above everyone else, like even 1,000 DPS above everyone else currently. And as far as Unholy DKs go, surprisingly, yeah, you can outproduce damage even the way it is a lot better than other classes. So it kind of got me confused with how negative a lot of people were about Unholy DK, because obviously there was a lot of things being lost, but the strength in them is really inarguable. They're pretty strong every pull, like AoE consistency, fairly strong. I even let my pet go down and I'm still topping those DPS charts going on here. Also, there's a couple other things going on here on alpha, or the beta now, that I need to talk about. My character is back down to 112. They reset every single person's character here on the alpha, which it was pretty crazy. I had my character up to 309 item level. I basically had full dungeon gear. I was ready for heroics or something else past that. I was just ready to go for whatever came my way, obviously, or if it was PvP or world PvP, I was going to be ready for it. And they kind of reset classes here, so I gotta, re-level up the class, re-gear them out, and get ready for whatever comes next, and hopefully for whatever change comes next within Frost DKs and Unholy DKs coming up very soon. And I've been playing Unholy quite a bit the past few days since making that guide, and I'm really starting to get used to it. I'm really actually enjoying Unholy at the moment. Like, just the pure cleave mechanic of it is amazing. Like, it's really strong, and especially when you get multiple adds. If you get like a dungeon like Motherlode or something like that, even the way it currently is, just deals an insane amount of AoE cleave damage. I really, there's very few classes that I've seen be able to produce the amount of damage Unholy could produce in AoE situations. But yeah, rework. So I guess I was kind of thinking about those guides I made the other day with the DPS and rotation at 120, and I was thinking to myself, well, if they just reset us and they're going to rework Frost and Unholy DKs, there really wasn't much of a reason to do that, but I guess there kind of is, because anyone who's playing the alpha, it'll be kind of a set guide for DPS, at least up to 120, since they made dungeons no longer scale down to 110. Dungeons are now at your character's level, or at your character's item level, as you progress through it. As you see, I'm 112. A lot of these mobs in here are only 111 apparently, and the mobs actually stay the same. They don't scale up with you, and yeah, your gear actually matters now, so that's kind of cool. Make sure they all stick together, otherwise we ain't gonna do much cleave damage. Alright, so I mean, all in all, what's it going to mean for us that they're going to be reworking? It could be good, it could be bad, we won't know yet. But I can imagine they're going to be positive changes to help out either our damage or what we're doing mechanically. But it's going to be hard to speculate at this point. There's really no further evidence. There was just a quick sentence of saying that there was changes going to be made to our classes, and that about summed up the entire thing at that point. Dropping down that D&D, get a little bit of extra mastery going. That Pally's doing some DPS this time around. He went down. We got multiple AoE ads coming out. Gonna try multi-dot. That weren't really close enough for a good multi-dot. We'll still get off quite a bit of AoE pressure on him. Woo, dodge mid, dodge mid. But yeah, I don't know if I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited for more reworks. I'm excited to see some new talents, because Frost DKs at the moment, at least for me, feel a bit underwhelming with the abilities and how we can choose to build at the moment, especially with the fact that talents are like they are, not talents, but off stats are like they are. And I really think it'll be beneficial for everyone to rework that. Oh, we got snakes. We got snakes. AoEing the snakes. I wish we had a blood DK tank so we could just group everything together. Our cleave is so much stronger with the blood DK tank. Barrows, barrows, barrows. Dodge the barrows. You don't want to get hit by that. You do not want to get hit by that. Actually, it doesn't do that much damage in normal dungeons. Once it probably gets to like heroic or mythic versions, most likely just gonna destroy people, one shot them right off their feet. We got slicing or blinding sand. You know, I don't understand that one. Does it just blind everybody? Because it hit me from behind. Maybe I need to stand further back since the mob's so huge. But I was clearly behind him. There was no way I should have been getting cleaved by that. Oh, look at that. We got some 224 shoulders. I believe I already have those exact shoulders on this character. But I mean, it's just kind of a straight upgrade, so I can't complain. Just a little increase to some stats. I mean, more than likely, I should just be questing at this point to get up a lot of gear a lot faster, and of course, getting a lot more XP compared to just grinding out some dungeons. Okay, the other thing they did on the alpha is I'm not sure what this means and why they did it, but they took legendaries off of the alpha before they reset all the people's characters. So who knows what they're going to be doing with the legendaries next, because remember what they did is they limited them to being level 105, and then after that they turned off. Oh, this is impossible to get across. It's like Double Trouble Lua era. I'm just going to sprint. I mean, that would be easy to get across, but the Lua errors, they make it a bit challenging to see what's going on there. Alright, we got quite a few ads in here. They're not close enough to get a lot of AoE. That's no good. I'm going to grip this one over into the center so I can get some good cleave going off there. I'm going to AMS. That thing's going to overload. I can't interrupt that shock. And just going to keep cleaving it out. We killed the target with the boils on it, so we can't keep erupting that one. We're going to switch over and smack that one. Reapply some dots there. And the other one died that had the explosives on it. I can't get him. So we got 4 ads down here. I'll probably grip in this ad to the right into the other 3 so it makes it a lot easier to DPS. Did I just zap that thing? Did I just like lightning shock it for no reason? My character was like, yeah, I'm Thor, and just shoots it with a laser beam out of nowhere. Like, it literally did. I didn't attack that target or anything. That was my trinket just proccing on that target for like no reason at all. It just decided it was gonna happen today, and there's nothing he could do about it. Stacking up them dots, burning these targets down with that AoE consistency. Is there still one in the back over there? Didn't even notice. Yeah, there was. Alright, we got ad coming up. I'll go ahead and pop Army of the Dead for this one. I could wait until like the last boss, but the last boss you really don't need DPS for. In my opinion, the last boss of this dungeon is kind of a bit of a joke compared to the rest of the dungeon and compared to these bosses. Because like it's a huge build up to it. And you'll see in the next part that there's like it's almost like a puzzle. And in my opinion, the puzzle's cool, but the next part is just so underwhelming. It's like there's this big build up to going down there, and then it just kind of poofed out on it. It's like it promised so much, but then it just didn't deliver. At least that's just the way I feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about this dungeon down in the comments below. I mean, it is pretty cool. I like mostly the entire dungeon up until the last boss, and from what I've heard from a lot of people that are doing this dungeon, they kind of feel the same way. At the end of it, they're like, that was it, that was the last boss in this dungeon, like that was it. I can't see anything again. We're just running for it. Dodge the orbs, dodge the orbs, dodge the orbs. Okay, so this part's kind of cool. You gotta dodge these little things. Someone aggroes that last guy down there, and then no more orbs come, but you're still slow running across. One thing you can do is at the beginning of that, you can pop Wraith Walk to get like halfway across the bridge, and then you can pop, I don't even have it on my bar yet, just because everything was reset. You pop Death's Advance, and that'll get you the rest of the way across that bridge over there pretty easily. You don't get too much slowing at that point. You just zip on across, interrupt that guy as an Unholy DK, and really you don't get very much trouble. This guy is like walking backwards. Just aggro him, man. Just attack him. Attack the crud out of him. We'll dot the crap out of him. And then we'll explode everywhere. Dealing like 17, 18k DPS. You see what I mean, guys? The more ads there are, just the insane amount of damage Unholy deals, which is ridiculous. And of course, the only thing that really matched up to it in the group is the Hunter, who can use Barrage. And Barrage has an insane AoE capability on it and deals quite insane AoE damage too. Finishing up these ads. Ads go down. We'll finish off the Faithless Guardian. This guy will try to knock that little orb out of your hand as you're trying to bring it over to the snake over there. And what you got to do is bring that over there and just stick it in the eyeball. Stick it in the eyeball so its mouth opens up, and then we can go through this little puzzle. Pretty simple. Not too hard. Pretty explanatory. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, these guys will try to knock it out of his hands, so don't let them do that. We got tons of ads coming up behind right here. Oh, we got even more up front. Dot, dot, dot. Let's get dots rolling. Hopefully I can get some with some bursting on them. Yeah, we got a couple off there. It's really hard when they have that small of a health pool to get off major bursting like that, but our dots did quite a bit of damage also. No. Oh, is there an eyeball on that side? We have to put it in the other side. This is the first time I've ever seen this dungeon have to put it in the right side, so it looks like it did change a little bit. Maybe you'll have to put in 2 orbs in the harder mode, but who knows? We got an elite chasing us in the back. But we should be alright with that. Hopefully he comes down to the other ads, and then we'll just start cleaving him with the other ads. Come on, let him come down. Let him come down. Alright, so go ahead and blow like your minor cooldowns to these ads. Pretty simple little stuff here because, as I said, the ending boss isn't really a DPS fight. It's totally a healer fight. So healers might find it cool, but overall a lot of people just kind of seem very unimpressed with the ending of this dungeon, and you'll see why. And we got this pull right here and like 4 more ads up ahead. Pretty simple. Alright, those are getting shot. Those are getting shot. Pulling that guy in, just so we can get a little bit better AoE cleave there. Now you can see, as long as the mobs are grouped up, like we can deal some ridiculous damage. Alright, so we gotta watch out for these little frogs, make sure they don't hit us and explode. Other than that, it's pretty simple, just pretty tank and spray. He could pull all 4 of these and not even have a single problem with them. Speed that up a little bit. Following the tank around the right side. He's like, yeah, I see you aggroed that one, but we're gonna kill the other one. So this boss, fairly simple. You see him flying up there in the middle of the room, Avatar of Sethraliss. Basically, we're gonna heal that guy up to full. He's got no health. If you remember Ice Crown Citadel when you had to heal the green dragon, basically the same fight. He spawns a couple ads that you gotta kill, and during that time the healer is, of course, healing up the group while also healing up the guy in the middle, and it looks like the healer's getting a start on that. 2 ads should spawn, 1 on that side. Go ahead and interrupt that guy who's casting Taint on the target. So that's probably either dealing damage or it's causing you not to be able to heal him as much. 1 of the 2 most likely. And that guy's already healed up. That was literally the end fight. We killed 2 trash mobs. The Holy Paladin went ham, healed him to full. End of it. Nothing really epic. Nothing after that build up was insane. It was just meh. It was like it built up so good. Oh, Heart of Azeroth Power 2. We've already hit level 2 in our Heart of Azeroth. Alright. That's going to give us a little bit more increase on our Azerite chest piece that we have. Let's go open up the chest and see if we get anything good from this. What drops out? Actually, a one-handed weapon. Hopefully we get it for Frost. No, we didn't get the one-handed sword. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of Unholy DK powering through this dungeon, dealing an insane amount of AoE damage throughout the entire fight. We'll go ahead and take a look at AoE overall. We're at 3.4, doing more than the Hunter over there, which deals probably some of the most AoE pressure in the entire game at the moment. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below talking about some Frost DK. What do you hope that they'll change with Frost DKs and Unholy DKs coming up soon within the beta? Let me know, guys. I really want to know. And until next time, this was your boy Hazzed.